Hello and good day, my lovely brothers and sisters. So, I'm here with the final piece to this series, right? This one is going to be on the topic of prayer and fasting, right? One vital key, and it's definitely something that the believers of God, the ones who are indeed saved by Him, it's a practice that we should take very seriously because it is one of our most powerful tools, and it could definitely accelerate our prayers. Fasting and prayer is not so that you can receive blessings, right? That's not what the ultimate goal of this thing is about. It is about you strengthening your bond with Christ and your relationship with Christ, right? And it is so that you can get closer to Him, right? And when you fast and pray, it actually allows you to hear His voice clearer, right? Now, I'm going to go into Mark chapter 9, right? Mark chapter 9, verse 29. Here's why it is so important to fast and pray. One of the main reasons, actually. Now, this was a young boy who was demonically possessed, right? And I'm just reading off the part that he wanted me to start at. It says, when Jesus saw the people that came running together, He rebuked the unclean spirit, saying to it, "Deaf and dumb spirit, I command you, come out of him and enter him no more." Then the spirit cried out and convulsed him greatly and came out of him. And he became as one dead, so that many said, "He is dead." But Jesus took him by the hand and lifted him up, and he arose. And when he had come into the house, His disciples asked Him privately, "Why could we not cast it out?" So He said to them, "This kind can come out by nothing but prayer and fasting." And funny enough, oddly enough, that is one of the verses that has been chopped, or it's either been removed from the Bible altogether. So when you are struggling with certain habitual sins, when you find yourself cycling in certain events and occurrences over and over and over again, when there's something that you just can't break, more than likely you are experiencing some type of demonic influence over your life. And it's going to be vital for you to go on a fast and praying, right? And the Lord can and will deliver you. And you don't necessarily have to seek out a preacher or pastor. Like, the Lord can heal you in your own house with just you and Him. However, sometimes it is good for you to be around people that are in deliverance that can help you through that process as well. Now, there's two different examples that I'm going to give you in regards to this thing. The first one is going to be Esther. When Esther was to become queen, right? And Mordecai came to her in concern about their people because Haman wanted to take them out, right? Now, when he brought that to her, at first she wasn't sure if she should proceed or not, but when all was said and done, I'm going to read here what it says. Esther told them to reply to Mordecai, "Go gather all the Jews who are present in Shushan and fast for me. Neither eat nor drink for 3 days, night or day. My maids and I will fast likewise." You see what I'm saying? There's different, that's another thing I want to tell you. There's different types of fasts. And you have to do the fast according to the way that the Lord wants you to do it. And the only how you'll be able to find that out is if you ask him yourself, if indeed he puts it on your heart to do it, what type do I need to do, Lord? And he will reveal to you how he wants you to do it. Now, a second example I have here is going to be from Daniel. Now with Daniel, it was a little bit different. Him and 3 other young men were given the option to eat from the king's table, to eat the king's delicacies, which consist of like wine and meat and everything, right? But ultimately, he felt like that was going to defile him and he didn't want to do that. So let's just read what it says here. So Daniel said to the steward whom the chief of eunuchs had set over Daniel, Hanan, Majah, and Azariah, "Please test your servants for 10 days and let them give us vegetables to eat and water to drink. Then let our appearance be examined before you and the appearance of the young men who eat the portion of the king's delicacies. And as you see fit, so deal with your servants." So he consented with them in this matter and tested them 10 days. So he went on a 10-day fast with vegetables and water. You see how the difference between the 2 fasts? One was no food or drink, and then Daniel's fast was vegetables and water, right? So, like I said, it's going to be dependent upon what the Lord puts on your heart to do. And while you are on this particular fast, right, you want to make sure that there's praise and worship, that you are thanking him, that you are asking him about specific things. If not, he doesn't reveal it to you in that time beforehand. Asking him questions about certain things pertaining to your life that is a factor that could be affecting certain things within your life, certain aspects within your life. You want to make sure that you are reading your word. When you read your word, you want to make sure that you are reading the things that you are doing the fast for, the intentionality behind that fast. You want to make sure that you're reading those particular scriptures in regards to that thing, right? So at the end of this process, and it may not be immediately, but you should expect to receive your deliverance if that's what you were doing it for, healing, your breakthrough, prosperity, whatever it is. You should expect to gain more knowledge on it or receive that thing in the physical. But of course, it's always going to be according to where you are on your journey and if you are ready to receive that thing. So we're going to end it off there. If there's anything that needs to be added, I'm sure he'll send me back to do another one. But other than that, this whole thing is over for now. And I will catch y'all on the next one. I love y'all and take care of yourself.